Hello, David Akubian here, Bearwoods Photography. It's a great day. It's cloudy, it's drizzly. Right now, just cloudy. And I decided I was going to get out and photograph. There's some waterfalls I wanted to check out. And I'm at a new one today. It's Dix Creek Falls in Lumpkin County, Georgia. There's two of them. There's one of them located over in far east Georgia on the Chattooga, or near the Chattooga River. Then this one is Dix Creek in Lumpkin County. I was almost sort of scared or disappointed because as I was driving up, I saw this fall that looked a lot like the picture did, but it was on private property. And so I decided I would just continue down the road, and now I have found it. I'm getting ready to hike down there, and I'm doing something today that Cecil Holmes, my teaching partner, he and I were talking about, and he it sort of evolved into what he was doing to, we're calling it the ultra wide prime challenge. So we're going to go out and we're going to photograph with just an ultra wide lens, the 20mm prime or the 24mm prime, or both, and sort of work our compositions and just see what we can do. So it's a perfect day. I'm going to get down to the river and I'm going to do some images, and I'll take you along with me, and we'll talk about compositions while we're there. Okay, so you can see this little area down here. The water's too deep over here, definitely. So I'm going to have to stand up here and work my composition. Try to maybe incorporate this little log in there, but then eventually get those in the background. I'm gonna use a polarizer, probably a polarizer with a built-in neutral density, the 5-stop, I think, at this point, just to see what we can do. Then I might venture up into there. It looks like it's more for swimming versus small wading, but we'll see. Either way, what a beautiful falls. There was a couple cascades down below this that I may hit as well. So let's get busy. Okay, so first I've got on my 20, and I'm going to try to use some of this area to lead the viewer up into the waterfall up there. It gives it a really nice foreground interest. So let's see here. ISO 50. I'm going to slow it down a little more. There we are. Now, I've got to be careful because I've got some bright sky up there that I've got to eliminate from the frame as well. But I'm going to use this log to take me over, and then this to carry me around, and then use the two shorelines to get me up into the frame of the waterfall itself. It looks like I'm going to be at about a 4-second exposure. Let me turn my polarizer, dial that down. I like it. I got a little branch down here that bothers me a little bit. I may have to crop it out in post. So let me go ahead and get my remote out. Because again, with a slow exposure like this, you want to minimize what you're doing. So again, you'll see that in the image, there's going to be a log here, and then the river is going to carry you around. I'm actually going to bring it over just a hair because I want to carry that through. It looks like it was just clipping off the end over there. Let's get full polarization. And I'm getting some nice reflection of the water from the waterfall, but I'm still getting some good movement down here. So let's go ahead and do an image and see what happens. Oh, there we go. I've got it in self-timer, 2-second self-timer as well. So I'm using the, beautiful, beautiful. I'm using the Sony A7R III with the new Tamron 20mm f2.8 Di3, which means it's for mirrorless. It's also OSD drive, so it's optimized silent drive, and it's got macro capabilities of 1 to 2. I'm not going to be utilizing that ultra close focus at this point, but I may use it at some point with some of these other rocks and stuff. So let me do a little bit of recomposition here to see if I can eliminate this one little stick that's in the foreground without getting the sky. All right, I like that. That looks good. Let's check my focus again. Let's do another exposure here. Beautiful. So I'll play with some more compositions. I'll put all these images in the video, and we're gonna have some fun. If I find some other compositions that may work, I may get the camera back out, the video, and do some more video with it as well. So let's see what we can do. All right, I hope you've enjoyed photographing with me this morning in Dix Creek Falls in Lumpkin County, Georgia. Beautiful fall, beautiful stuff in the foreground. I showed you a couple different compositions in the video. Just a beautiful day. This is one of those perfect waterfall days. Slight drizzle at times. Just wiping off the front of the lens, that's all you gotta do. But just the perfect day to get out. And the whole idea of this ultra wide challenge is to start to look for compositions that you could easily do with a zoom, but it's more of a challenge to work it with a ultra wide prime lens. Excuse me. So just taking that ultra wide 20 and working the compositions, having to find ways to position myself to eliminate unattractive elements in the image. That's what this is all about. I'm going to do this some more. Hopefully today I'll get to hit some more waterfalls, and that'll be a separate video. But this has been Dix Creek Falls in Lumpkin County, Georgia. If you like the content of the video, please give me a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe if you don't, and leave any feedback. So I really appreciate it, and thank you for joining me today.